How are we? Keeping well, I trust. Keeping well. Back again, it's Marty Macaulay with another Irish whisky review. And yeah, autumn has arrived, finally. The leaves are still on the trees, guys, which they shouldn't be at this time of year. The other day, it was 18 degrees centigrade down here, and at this time of year, it shouldn't be. Yeah, so I think people, climate change is happening, guys. There is a warming. The fact that we've basically lost so much time in trying to combat it that we have a lot of making up to do really, really quickly. Otherwise, these extreme weather events are going to become more and more frequent, and we will either have to learn to live with them, at which point lots of stuff, our way of life will have to change, or we won't live with them, and that'll be catastrophic for an awful lot of people. So we need to start doing things real quick. Who knows? But what is happening is you have the likes of these guys. Now this, focus, is Nc'nean. Nc'nean. Some of these are getting harder and harder and harder to try and pronounce. Nc'nean. Nc'nean. Now, these are an independent distillery. The key element of this is it's organic, and they try and do everything as environmentally responsible as possible. We'll do with the name first. I had to look this up because I thought this has to come from somewhere. It doesn't sound like a place the way most of these are. The name comes from a Gaelic goddess who was the queen of the fairies in Scotland. Apparently the Irish have a version of it to do with like Halloween and stuff, I think. Nc'nean. But she was the queen of the fairies, and that's why. So one imagines up at Nc'nean, they are running around among the trees and all this kind of stuff. Good on them. Now this is, I assume 40%. Doesn't actually say. Oh no, hang on. Have to get the readers on, folks. My eyesight's starting to go big time. Sorry, it's 46%. It says here. Yes, 46%. Which means it's not chill filtered. And some people will tell you, oh, that's probably to do with, they want to enhance the flavour, want to keep the flavour, want to keep us honest, want to cut down. It's probably because they couldn't afford it when they were setting up the distillery. I'd hazard a guess. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. So give it a little swishy. Now, this is aged in red wine and American oak. Right. What they're trying to do is very commendable. They're trying to make everything as environmentally friendly as possible. Recently, Justin and myself interviewed the people from the King Lake Distillery in Australia, and they're doing the same. Scottish industry is starting to move more and more towards the environmentally friendly as possible. And this is to be commended, guys, and there's a lot of effort going into this. People blazing a trail through, setting up new, innovative things to try and cut down, to try and... No one person's going to save the planet. It's impossible. They just can't do it. So you need all of these people starting it. One guy will think of, oh, this is a better way of doing this. This is a cleaner, more pragmatic way of doing it, because this is another thing. Pragmatism, waste, costs money. Don't create the waste. It doesn't cost you anything. And cut all of that down. Make everything recyclable. It means you don't have to use up all these resources. You can be environmentally friendly and save money. But the trailblazers, they don't save nothing because it all comes out of their pocket because no one does it before. So these are to be commended. Now, nose isn't very strong. If I didn't know this was a single malt, I would say it was a blend, because there's quite a cereal note off it. Maybe if it's open a little bit, I'll give it another little bit to open up, because it's maybe just needs a little bit more time. These guys do try and make as little environmental impact as they can. They've got biomass boilers. They use wood chip, which they harvest from the local forest, which means they cut it out and then it regrows. So it's basically carbon neutral. They do use some electric. If you go onto the website, they use some electric from a company called Bulb, who supply electricity, and how they do it is they supply it with hydropower, anaerobic digestion, 100% renewable energies. So yeah, more and more and more. It's opening up a little bit more. I'll give it a little taste, and I probably will put a little bit of water in this. Quite sharp. It's quite sharp when it goes in the mouth. So I'm going to put just a little touch of water, because I don't think it's working as well as possibly it should. Let it go round. The water's totally changed this. It's brought it on. It's made it more fruity. Took down the alcohol and allowed more development of the flavours. On the nose, coming through as peachy, apricot-y, softy fruit. Much better. That little bit of water has totally transformed this. Opened it up. Slightly buttery note to it. Yeah. Fruit, fresh fruit, those softy fruit notes, apricot, slight peachy, and butter. Yeah. It's actually not a bad nose to it once that little bit of water goes on. On the palate, again, cereal notes coming through, barley notes coming through. On the finish, a little bit of chocolate, vanilla. The red wine's not that pronounced, to be honest. I'm not sure what the red wine casks are adding to this. Maybe just mellowing it down, giving it a little bit more fruit. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit more fruit. There is sweetness there, but it's not very sweet, if I'm honest. And I quite like that. The sweetness is a bit more subdued. It comes behind some of the other flavours. So some of those cereal notes is coming behind, the sweetness is coming up. So it was possibly a little bit like some sort of breakfast cereal. You know the way it's supposed to be good for you, but they sweeten it to make it more palatable to people. So the sweetness is coming along a little bit behind the more pronounced cereal notes. It's alright. It's okay. I wouldn't go mad about it, if I'm honest. Yeah. But this is specifically designed for cocktails. Bear with me. Because what this is actually for isn't for the likes of myself. This would probably be more at home with my little friend Justin. Although this wouldn't be a Justin cocktail. Justin's cocktails have wee umbrellas and all that kind of stuff in them. He loves all that stuff. So we take a shot of Nc'nean. And it's designed, I'll put that in as well. Okay, a wee bit of water in it, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. It's designed to be drunk with this. Soda water. Other soda waters are available. Now, I don't know how much of this you put into these. Probably an ice cube and an umbrella. Justin would be happy. But this is what this is for. And this is a good thing in my opinion. When distilleries or whisky manufacturers, producers, are setting out specifically to say, this is what we want you to do with our drink. We think this is where it should be. It's not really designed for the guys to sit and, the nose and complexities and all this. No, it's designed, put soda water in it, a couple of ice cubes, drink it as a cocktail. It's not meant to be for the connoisseur, for the nerd, you know. Wouldn't be my cup of tea at all, that. But I can see why people would like it. As I say, not my cup of tea. I'm not going to score it because it's not fair. Because it's not really designed for me, and it would be me being critical. Soda water and whiskey. It's never been something that's really appealed to me. But yeah, I know plenty of people that will appeal to. And the fact that this is geared up for that, I really applaud it, because this is them carving out their little slice of the whiskey world. As I say, it's not designed for me. It's designed for probably a younger audience, or the more sophisticated, out cosmopolitan kind of people in New York, in the bistros and wine bars of London or wherever, and they can have that, and they can have it with a little bit of social conscience with them too. Why not? All of this is important, and as I say, the fact that these are specifically targeting and telling you this is the way, this is what this is designed for, this is where it should be, that's a good thing in my opinion. So yeah, just not for me. So take care. I will catch you again, I'm sure. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy. Take care, guys. Bye bye.